Hey everybody, how are we tonight? Hope you all are doing well. I am here, I am alive. Hopefully everything is going well with you guys. Oh, I forgot to turn the, no, not music, the master volume. There we go. I knew something was up. There we go. Okay. Hey, I've arrived. Yes, I have, Jack Boy. Welcome back. I know you were busy with school and stuff, but, you know, such is life. Hey, Luka Marinov. Hey, Universin. Hey, Copperator. Hey, Excipism? Did you mean to, like, spell that explosion or something? Oh, well, whatever. At any rate. Okay, let's fill this up with some stone. Whoops. And actually the gold nuggets too. I forgot I burnt a bunch of swords up a while ago, like 3 weeks ago, something like that. Damn cat. To try and, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was trying to make room because the, there we go. The stuff I was having to sort out was too much trouble or something like that. Or I was, oh wait, I was using that to get XP. That's what I was doing. Yeah, I was grinding up the swords because of their gold value and the XP for the enchants. Something like that. I think I was trying to make those god boots. That's what I was trying to do. But yeah, how are you all? Jack the bread and butter. New plane is fun. I look forward to it when it's finished, if it isn't already. I don't know, you finished the Blackbird really quickly. To be fair, like, it didn't have much of an interior, so that makes sense. Plus, you can't really make much of an interior when, you know, you just don't have as much space in Minecraft. Everything takes up like 3 times as much space, it feels like. But hey, that's how it is. New plane. It is done. Oh, okay. Well, good. Interiors? Well, for the plane, because it's... I mean, you have to make an absurdly large plane to really be able to give it interiors. It's just not feasible. You can do kind of sort of an interior, but I don't know. That plane was really narrow in places. I don't think it would work out. But it makes sense. Oh, crap. So I've got enough stuff here. I can start, like, you know, making this get bigger. And then I can go down to the ground level there and start working on the hole itself, which I need to, you know, figure out how to properly fit. It should be a nice nice calming day. Yeah, Blackbird version 4 featuring interior soon. Ooh. Use a microblock mod of some kind. That would help. Microblocks are wonderful if you can use them properly. They take a lot more skill to pull off than regular old... Hello, 47. But yes, they take a lot more to just get everything right. Okay. So I got a few ingots out of that, worth of gold from crushing all these down. Oh. Ooh, convenient. Okay. Almost a few blocks worth. Not too bad. Planes can be done somewhat well. Really? I always found it to be too much trouble. Copperator is better than every Dawnfuhrer builder. Good. Poor Dawnfuhrer. Always eternally in shambles. Always eternally butthurt. Do you think Dawnfuhrer will dissolve, or just, like, are they gonna, like, stop being jerkasses? Like, what do you think the deal is with Dawnfuhrer? Is it all Deloaded's fault, or is there a more subtle reason for everything? I know Andrew didn't have a very good brush with them. Can't really blame him. I mean, they didn't exactly treat him well, from what I heard. It sucks, too, because, like, Dawnfuhrer seemed nice. I can't really... Survival. Yes, survival. Well, no, they're talking about building their planes in creative mode. But yeah, it just sort of... it's unfortunate, you know? I get the feeling that they are their own worst enemy. They were nice. They were nice to me. Like, I haven't had any problems with them. I even almost wanted to, you know, base with a few of them. But now, like, it's... Now, I don't know. I do not know. Oh, hey, Stone Cold Killer. Hey, Amion. Welcome, welcome. Was good? Not much. Not much, Pinked. I've just finished watching a video by Isaac Arthur, the newest one about... it's a really interesting subject. They're called... Let me get the pronunciation right. Hycean planets and ice worlds. I was curious as to what that is. As it turns out, there's a theorized world that could have life on it where it's basically trapped under like a very thick, dense atmosphere. And so it's like almost perpetually dark. But there's a liquid water ocean under that, and that life could potentially develop in that. So, it was an interesting idea. I don't know how good it is. And that also, there was a proposed sort of idea that the gas giants, you know, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, they are not as gaseous. They're more icy. They're ice giants more so than they are gas giants, which I thought was an interesting idea. But, I don't know. Cool stuff. So I watched the episode of the Digcast. Ah, okay. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed that. That is my most recent interview to date. So, like, I was thinking of maybe trying to go back on Bezo Passan's podcast. But now I don't know. It may not be worth it. With Bezo, it's like, what would I talk about? What would really be, like, good? Because, like, I've done and said most everything there is to say about 2B2T at this point. At a certain point, you know, there just isn't a reason. I might try. I don't know. Apart from that, there's not a good, like... I don't have much going on in my life that's, like, super chaotic or crazy or anything. So, it's just sort of... You know? I don't think I would be a very good podcast guest for now. You know, when I was on 2B2T, there was so much more drama and stuff happening. I couldn't, like, stay out of, like, crap. And I was constantly getting pulled into this or that conflict. But on Constantium thus far, I've just sort of kept to myself and nothing has happened. I hope it stays that way, honestly. I really do. No telling if it will or won't, but, you know. At the very least, I've got my pretty sweet little base going for me. And, in fact, I might give you guys a taste. Yeah. Yeah, toward the end of the stream, that's what I'll do. I'll give you guys a taste of the next Constantium Chronicles episode. Because I've been working hard on that, filming it, editing it, you know, getting all the things the way I want it. I'm thinking I might just do that. Wait, whatever happened with the president thing for 2B2T? That was just a lark. That did not mean anything in the long run. It was funny because it was a way to shitpost and, like, to reassert myself for the 2B2T community. After being voted the most popular builder. Which, like, blew me away that I would even be considered, let alone that people cared. But, so then I sort of threw my weight around a little and everybody shitposted, and it was me and Andrew. And then, yeah, me and Beta Calculator, we're on the Constantium base, and that's it. That's really all there is. The Discord where it happened got nuked. No shock there. I knew that wasn't long for this world. No Discord involving Jared, EXO, and any Nerds Inc. members would ever last. Certainly not 6 months, let alone a year. If that place lasted 6 months, I'd be impressed. But, no. That's just not how it goes when certain people are involved in 2B2T affairs. There isn't any helping it because those people can never, ever help themselves. That's the worst of it. XO, like you said, well, he nuked it. Oh, hey, Sam, how are you? So by nuking it, well, like, that just kind of confirms, like, it's never... You can never associate with those people and it be a good thing, you know? Oh, well. It can't be helped, you know? It just can't be helped. Like what, yeah, best to is stick who I am right now. Yeah, you're right, Universe, and that's what I try to do. But yeah, like, XO, or Bezo was talking yesterday as we were reacting to the Digcast. He was mentioning that, you know, you had to sort of stroke their egos for some of them to be able to interview them and get any words out of them. Because otherwise it's just awkward silence. And it's just like, yeah, that's their MO. They withdraw every bit of information they can and then they try to hold it over you. Or they threaten you. And it's just like, it's easier to just not bother. They're not worth, oh shit, bothering with. Oh well. I mean, that speaks more to them than it does, you know, anyone else. Ah, shit. Oh well, some people are just beyond help. And that's just how it is. But hey, that's how it is. You live and learn. Okay. Oh well. Anyway, so far, actually, everything has been going quite well. It's like mellow, you know? I'm a very mellow person. I like that. I like the chill, calm, you know, I like to think my personality reflects my life and my attitude, my style. You know, it's a good sort of indicator of who I am. And I'm not out to get involved in everything under the sun. Unless it's like really funny or it's for a gag or something, then okay. But like, as it is, I don't know. Like, any drama going on Constantium right now, I'd really rather just be apart from, you know? It's never fully predictable. Yeah, I know. With a lot of them. Exactly. They're all ticking time bombs. XO, Tristan, Clyde, Jared, they're ticking time bombs. Jared is kind of okay now. But, like, he's kind of also slipping back a little bit. I don't know. Incidentally, I've also seen Jared on Constantium. So, like, I guess there's that. I don't know. Whether or not that'll bode well, I guess we'll see. I'm just waiting for the day. Oh, boy. Oh, hello, Expulsion. For when all I hear Tristan gets thrown in jail. Oh, my God. He could. He could. You never know. It's not likely. I'm not going to, like, say anything. All I would say if I heard it happened would be like, yeah, good riddance. You know, he deserves it. I'm sure he'll do something to deserve it. But that currently, whatever. Currently, it doesn't matter. It's not my problem. Let's just hope it stays that way. Ooh, there are creepers down there. Oh, damn it. I was hoping it wouldn't happen. Fucking undead. Come on. Oh! Died of the fire tick. Okay, phew. Man, I get into the zone sometimes when I fight these things. It's really something. Also, the bastard blew up the... Well, it's a good thing this is fixable. Otherwise, I'd be very pissed. But yes, anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping I never have to hear or talk about Nerds members like ever again. If that happened, that would be great. Just the Nerds Inc. chapter and all members involved and related are just like whatever. That's old hat. I would love nothing more than for them to just be a bad memory. Ah, I love doing that. But anyway, the only drama you've seen in Constantia is the Warmonger spam. Yeah, I've noticed that. They've, like, really, really had a hard-on for Warmonger as of, like, the last 2-3 weeks. Like, I'll admit there was this really fucking hilarious Cuboid cover that he did of a what song was that? It was a song by Dido from years and years ago, and he just dubbed it, and then there was a rap about like Ormonger, and it was so stupid. It was funny because it was well made, but like, yeah, at a certain point I could see the Ormonger. It's less hate, more general making fun of. Like, it has toned down a bit. Like, I don't think anybody's going to his door or, you know, shit posting his family or anything of that nature. I think it's more of a, they just poke fun at him and they constantly talk about him in chat. But I don't think it has escalated yet. But the problem is this sort of environment has the potential to escalate. So, like, yeesh. Maybe don't do that. I don't know. I would like to see, I don't know. Honestly, Ormonger should probably just like vanish, go underground, get a secret alt nobody knows about, just like I did. That's generally the best way to stay out of their crosshairs. Should you start a survival world? You have none. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Start out with a hardcore world if you're really truly ready. Or not. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just waiting for the day when we hear Tristan gets thrown in jail. Yeah, I know. Is your name meant to be Exception? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Sounds like it probably gives them the reaction. Yes, exactly. He doesn't stop fucking reacting. And that's why I'm saying, like, go on an alt. Don't say anything to anyone. Keep to yourself. That's how you stay out of their crosshairs. I've had to do it before. It's not easy, but it's doable. Once you do that long enough, you get used to it. And then you kind of adopt a more peaceful existence. And everything's fine again, for the most part. Also, I'm wondering now, should I do this bay as large as the whole wall? Or should I sort of stitch it together at some point? Because I like how that looks. Obviously, I'll have another 2 right here and here. But I don't know. Should I make it really tall and go all the way up to the top? Maybe I should, yeah. What do you guys think? I haven't done a poll in a hot minute. Let's start a poll. Should all 3 bays reach the build height? Okay. Y/N. Go. Okay. It's more like we've done it for years. Let's keep on going just because. Yes, exactly. Which is why I'm like, if you just remove yourself from the situation and you don't say a word, that's the thing. It hinges on your self-control. So, like, if you're being actively harassed, you can just go underground for a long time. Again, keep yourself, you know, controlled. Don't say anything. And there you go. And you can probably be okay. Sounds like he probably... Yeah, exactly. He gives them the reaction they want. Besides Minecraft and the other games I've streamed, have I gotten any other games I like? Oh, yeah. Terraria is on the agenda. I love Terraria. I'm really kind of getting the itch to play Terraria again. So when I'm done with episode 200 of Space Valk 3, I'm going to take a 1-month break. And in that time, I'm going to play Terraria in the slot. I'm a huge fan of the Metroid series. I've done plenty of Metroid-related things. And Metroid Prime just got announced and was released on the shop there. So it's Metroid Prime HD. So it's like upgraded and updated to, you know, whatever they did to it. I haven't looked into what changes they made, but I'm looking forward to that. So I'll be doing a Metroid Prime HD. It's on the Switch. So I'll be doing that for Freeform Friday at some point. What else? I'm doing Alien Isolation, obviously. Other games apart from those. I've read a few visual novels. They aren't bad. Down, Spider. Oh, there is a really cool action-adventure game. Platformer action-adventure game from 2008, 2009. That's really, 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 really niche. That I guarantee you none of you have heard of. And it's really good, and it's really well made. And it was once on Steam a long time ago and has long since been removed. Let me see if I can't find it. It would be... Here we are. Bunny Must Die. That's it. Yeah, Bunny Must Die. It's a good one. Damn, I got this in 2010. Holy shit, and the README is from 2009. Wow, this is an old game. Yeah, Bunny Must Die. That's another one. I played Mortal Kombat. I am actually a huge Mortal Kombat fan. But only the classic Mortal Kombats. And another big game I've played, but I haven't dabbled in a hot minute, are the Half-Life series. Although I've streamed Half-Life, so I guess that doesn't count. I love a lot of different Minecraft mods. Some of those basically change the game to basically not even be really Minecraft anymore. Oh wow, yes is winning out big time. Okay. Can't change votes? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, so you meant to say yes. Okay, fair enough. Yes is still winning. Only 3 people voted no? Oh. 15 votes, alright. Thank you. Do I like FPS games? I like the classic FPS games like Doom, Quake, Half-Life, Halo. The OG FPS games. Modern FPS games are usually trash. Or they are, let's make as much money off people as possible and then dump the game. Like Overwatch. Your typical Battle Royale crap like Fortnite and so on. It's usually just stuff like that. And there's just no real enjoyment in those games for me. I can't stand games like that. Half-Life 3 stream win. Oh, dude, I wish. I wish Half-Life 3 was out, man. But you keep jerking my chain, Universon. Have I ever played the original Metroid? Yes, I have, and it is garbage. I cannot play that game. It is awful. I have beaten it. I've played Metroid Zero Mission, which is the remake, which is far better. And I played when I beat Zero Mission, and I got all the add-ons and the extras and the, you know, all the completion stuff. That unlocks the old school classic arcade version, or well, not arcade, the classic Nintendo version of the original Metroid. So I played it on the Game Boy Advance as a sort of unlockable on Metroid Zero Mission. And let me tell you, without a guide, that game is hot garbage. You cannot play that game without writing a map down or having a player's guide or anything like that. And thankfully, I was able to source one. This is like right around the time I discovered GameFAQs. So like, that's about 2004, 2005. Like, this is ages ago now. But yeah, it just goes to show, like, that's how bad it was. And yeah, the original Metroid was just... I can get how and why this became popular. I love Metroid. I know why it's popular. It's popular because of Super Metroid. But the first 2 entries in the series did not do the series any justice. They deserved hard remake from the ground ups. They needed them so badly. And thankfully they did get them. But they do not need to remake Super. They need to leave Super Metroid alone. Super is perfect the way just the way it is. Like, if you wanted to remake Super with high-def graphics and music and all that, whatever, fine. But don't touch the gameplay. Do not touch anything about Super at all. It does not need it. But even then, like, just a high-def, you know, better quality sprites and all that, like, so what? Who needs that? Why would that wouldn't really add any value to the game, except maybe it would get the younger Zoomers into the game. And, you know, whatever. I guess. But, like, no. Super Metroid is one of those rare games that you can literally name these types of games on one hand that are perfect. They do not need tweaking. They were made immaculate. There are almost no such games that fit this category. But here we are. Here we are talking about them. Chat GDP can now be detected. You'll get flagged for cheating. Oh, or people using it to people using that to do their homework. Mike. I know Mike was bragging about doing that yesterday. Okay, well, so that's an overwhelming 76% yes, 17 votes. Good enough. I will extend them up to build height. Okay, cool. TF2 update joke, but then they got confirmed. All right, good. They finally listened. I don't play TF2, and I don't really care. But, like, good. I'm glad they finally listened to everybody clamoring for one. Because I know that TF2 has been really, really, absolutely left on the cutting room floor. Like, it's to the point where you could almost be forgiven for thinking Valve forgot TF2 existed. Like, it's pathetic. But also, this is a warning to any game that goes free to play. Whoops. Like, when a game goes free to play, eventually they stop updating it and they stop caring. And the game stops being of any value to anyone, and then what? The game is left to rot. Exactly as it has been. And what can you do? Oh well. I guess find another game to play. Because you ain't playing TF2. Such is life, I suppose. Valve has been on quite a tear since Valorant came out. Yeah. That and Apex and Fortnite and Overwatch. They've all given Valve a run for their money. Yes, they aren't as good as any Valve FPS, but that it shows that other people are willing to horn in on the FPS genre, and Valve kind of let them. Valve just sort of like stood aside for a solid almost 10 years, and we're just like, yeah, make your own FPS. We don't care. It started with what was it? What was that big survival one? Oh God, I'm blanking on its name. PUBG. That was it. Yeah, it started with PUBG. And when PUBG really, really, really exploded in popularity, Valve was just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, PUBG, sure. Okay, cool. Pub your G's, whatever. And there was no pushback. And it's just like, some dude is horning in on your turf. What are you going to do about it, Valve? Nothing. And for the last 10 years, they've just been like, yeah, have at it. Whatever. I guess they weren't really threatened enough. I don't know. Took them a while to wake up. Who the fuck knows? Valve is like... Something about Valve. They are asleep at the switch. I don't know. Like, maybe they just diverted all their resources and manpower to making... what was it? The Steam Deck? And now that is really kind of like hit the ground running. Yeah, it's not perfect, but that it's going. They're getting there. And as a result, maybe that's what's kind of lit the fire under them. Now that they're no longer, exclusively bound to that. Maybe. Aw, little Dally, what are you doing in there? Get out of there. Okay, let me make some buckets. I'm gonna go and get lava. Lava. Okay. We're almost there. We're almost to maximum iron for the other wall. Oh, it's going to be glorious. Okay, I just need to fill up these till it's a stack here, and then I need to fill in all of the... Or wait, no, I don't. That's right, because this iron is already accounted for in the beacons down there. I can... That's right, yeah, I got that already. All right, cool. Speaking of iron, I should have a bunch. Okay, I don't think I got any more iron lingering out there. Cool. Okay, just a stack. That's all I need. There we have it. Perfect. Now then, PUBG was on Steam, so they didn't care. Yeah, that's true. But that was just the beginning, is what I'm saying. Like, PUBG was opening the floodgates. And then Valorant and Overwatch and so on and so forth. Like, all of these games, obviously I'm not listing them in chronological order. Just that the floodgates opened, and then a bunch of other copycats showed up. And, you know, with zero concern. Yeah, of course there were like 5 or 6 other competitors who were all too eager to whoops, I need paper. They were all too eager to just jump in and like get the same level of care, the same level of the same player base in some cases. Really small compared to all these other companies. That's probably like half relevant. I would say the big deal is that they just genuinely didn't make anything. Like, nothing terribly useful. Like, they were just kind of... I don't know, what were they so busy doing? Like, they didn't even start Half-Life Alyx till 2016. So, like, I just feel like there are so many things they could have been doing, but just kind of weren't. Whoa. No excuse, they've been hiring recently. Okay, good, they're expanding. That's smart. I want them to do well. I don't hate Valve. I hate their complacency. You can't expect, success or some sort of like... You can't expect to maintain a good attitude and a good light with your audience or your consumer base if you're just going to sit there on your ass. Like, come on now. Roblox is weirdly picking up the slack from Gmod. Yes, exactly. Like, that was a thing that Valve really missed out on, was the Gmod scene. Like, can you imagine if Valve had made Gmod instead of Gary? I mean, they could have named it something else entirely, but like, that's an entire base of people that, I don't know, like, they're lucky the Gmod people are so loyal to Valve. And they didn't make their own game and run off to wherever. I mean, they tried, but I don't think that it really worked. H1Z1? What was H1Z1 again? That sounds vaguely familiar. Ever since Gabe Newell left? Yeah, exactly. The CSGO skins in the Steam market. They did have that. And that's, like, probably the biggest reason why they were so lazy and complacent. Because everything just fell into place for them. It just worked. Why fix what isn't broken? Kind of. And the answer is, if you're not going to maintain or strive for excellence, then it'll inevitably become broken. But, oh well. Nothing we could really do anything about. Have I heard of Fez? Yes, I have. I'm not really into Fez. I've not heard bad things about it, but I've heard the developer is a complete and total asshole. And I would rather not support someone like that. What if they picked up Standard where they allowed employees to work on what they wanted during that dead period, and it didn't work too well, so they started to have, team projects, right. And, I don't know. I could have told you that wouldn't work. Like, no other company does that, and there's a reason. It doesn't tend to produce anything. Too many man hours and resources are wasted on crap that goes nowhere. And it just wasn't worth it. Oh well. Not my problem. I'm just happy to play Minecraft some days. Sandbox, yeah. There we go. Let us show the hit boxes. So that I can hit all the boxes. I need all the stone I can get at this point. Those bays are absolutely huge. Ooh. I'm definitely going to have to mine down to a certain layer. And then stair-step my way down. So that I've got a clear visualizer of progress. I like being able to see how far down I am in an excavation project. Sandbox is supposed to be a Roblox thing, but yeah, I don't think that'll have the same appeal. I don't know, it can have a lot of appeal if done right, if handled by the right people. With Roblox, I think it's the ease of access. Because, like, anyone can start doing stuff. And yeah, the assets are a little wonky looking. But, like, that adds to the charm a little bit. Whereas with Gmod, that was so much chance. Like, they're so lucky that they were able to sponge off of the Half-Life assets. I can't imagine a world where, like, Valve got mad they were using your assets and then they shut down Gmod or something. But other companies would have been that stupid. Happy, though, that it didn't. But, like, I could imagine modern-day Valve doing that, though. That's the worst of it. Because the interest of the employees was never consistent enough to finish anything. Exactly. It's rare you find someone who can buy their own lonesome, finish and start a game. Make a project and see it to completion. That is so rare. It doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. Do I play on any server? Yeah, of course. I play Constantium. I've talked about that. It's honestly, like, probably the best Minecraft server going right now. Because it has people who care running the place. It's not entirely full of idiots. It's only partially full of idiots, but there's no getting rid of them. We just repelled an invasion of sorts. I don't know what happened with that or how that was resolved. During the dead period, CSGO only had 1 or 2 people working on it at any one time, but recently it's been up to 10. Wow. Yay. That just blows me away. That's so interesting. Like, CSGO is just... I don't see how people can have any interest in that game. But whatever. To each their own. Ah. Orange juice is so good. You know, I should start buying cans of Sprite and mixing it in with orange juice. That was so good back in the day. I don't know why I stopped doing that. I think it's because it was just pure sugar and I didn't need to be taking in all that much. Or something to that effect. And to be fair, I've kind of started drinking sodas again, but like I know that it's not a good idea to keep that up. I feel like sodas, it must be the caffeine or something. It gives me so much more like blathering power. Like I can talk about so much more for some reason. I don't know, it's a weird effect. I don't find myself hitting a dead end with a conversation kind of like I am doing now. Only drink ginger beer. Oh, okay. What's ginger beer got in it, other than ginger? And what's it taste like, apart from ginger? Hopefully it isn't too overpowering. Let's see here. Okay, let's try to spread around some of the XP here. I'm gonna need to go back and repair my picks soon. Hey Flo, how are you? Oh. Let me make a little bit of a staircase. There we go. Okay, not a bad little haul. Thus far, anyway. I'm trying to round out this giant square that I built here. Or blew up here, rather. I blew up all this area, by the way. Like, if you're wondering where all this came from, this was TNT duplication. But, this area is close enough to the tower that I want to kind of sculpt the hole to be a little more circular. And a little more like, you know, like it's an actual impact crater and less of a square hole that I blew up using, you know, a TNT bomber. It just looks better in my opinion. Good, how am I? I'm alright, Flo. Glad to know you're okay. Oh, it's just a stronger ginger ale, that's all? Oh. I don't even like ginger ale. Picked up soda again, it's been almost... Oh, man. I've been trying to at least substitute fruit juice or something. Got some vitamin C in it. Something good. Something better than just soda. Tried energy drinks to keep you up for work and had no effect for some reason? Really? I've never heard of energy drinks having no effect on someone. That's a new one on me, Atomic Apollo. But hey, you know, maybe you should have that looked at. I don't know. Might be indicative of a deeper problem of some kind. Because that doesn't sound normal. It sounds like you're... That sounds like you're brewing up some nasty witchcraft. No, I'm just kidding. It's definitely odd, I will give you that. Having something that should have an effect on you not have an effect on you, it's almost always a little scary. Because, like, you gotta wonder what's your biology or your metabolism doing or not doing that anyone else's would be doing. Like, what's the holdup, you know? That would always kind of make me a little panicked. Like, I took this medicine and it didn't do anything. It's a bit of a yikes. But not to make you paranoid or anything. Energy drinks are pointless. It's a placebo effect? God, no, it isn't. Caffeine and taurine and a few other major ingredients, those are not placebo. Like, they do stuff, trust me. It just may be that your biology doesn't, you know, support that. Here we are. Now then, what's something interesting going on? I've already talked about all the Kane Pixels stuff, so that's really kind of old hat. What about... What's something coming out or happening soon? Something unique. Something interesting. You ain't too worried? Yeah, I mean, it's just energy drinks. It would make me a little bit of paranoid, but I don't know. That's just because I've got like, oh god, did another wandering trader spawn? Stupid wandering trader. Got him. There. Annoyance dealt with. Jack X Crowbar. Oh, man. Yeah, I should probably get a hold of him and ask him if he'll be free. Let's see now. Today... Yesterday was what? 194. So 196, 198. So 200 will be on the 2nd, I believe. The 2nd of March. Yes. Yeah, 194 was yesterday. So that's... By my calendar... Or no, it would be on the 1st, my bad. Yeah, 194, 196, 198. 200 is on the Wednesday the 1st. Okay. So yeah, I've got to ask him if he is available on Wednesday the 1st. Because if not, that might actually be a problem. It may not be a Crowbar collab then. Might have to be an XCC2 or someone else collab. But we'll see. It's not that big of a deal. Hear that, Creeper? It's not that big of a deal. You don't need to blow up about it. See? Telling these creepers to not blow up about it is like telling the moon to not orbit the Earth. These overhangs are dangerous. Anyway, well, it comes from Future Games. You're waiting for Bioshock 4's announcement. Are they really making another one? Do they need to? Only energy drink you ever drank was Monster. Came out of a movie theater, was hot. Put $2 in vending machine and drank it. Ah, interesting. Did it wind you up really badly, or did it like not do much? Jack X Crowbar build. Ah, now that might be a little bit more tough because I've not got any builds that he would care to input on. And I don't think I could really help him out either. There we go. So I don't know. It's a bit of a problem. A problem of like everything just lining up right. Maybe over time we'll get there, but like for now, no. I don't foresee us being at the same base for a long time. Not until everything is like totally settled. Maybe after I'm done with what I'm doing on Constantium. I don't know. I don't want to like put anything down definitively when I've not had the chance to even say to ask him or anything. So we'll see. We'll see. A legit thought of out mix collab would be sweet. Yeah, a legitimately thought out mix collab would be pretty cool. I don't know what we would do though. Like at best, we could just freehand something and then call it a day. I don't know. It's tough. I couldn't really give you a good idea because I've not really thought about it hard enough. And I know you guys are really, clamoring for it, but like, I just don't have anything that I've, that I'm working on that he would like to work on. And that vice versa. Like, he's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. That's really where Jack X Crowbar stands. It's really just like I'm on my end and he's on his end, and we'll kind of just sort of do whatever it is we do, and we'll either meet up in the middle or we won't. Oh, that reminds me. So I was listening after the Bezo podcast on Digcast, or the Bezo interview on the Digcast, rather. I was listening to Bezo's interview with Momana. I had no idea she was like... there's so much about Momana that I just had no clue about. And yeah, it just kind of like blew me away that someone with so much rich experience had joined 2B2T of all things, and it was a rusher. Like, that's just like... I couldn't believe that. Yeah, it's all sugar. Yes. Felt nothing from it from... Oh, okay. Felt quenched. Well, that's good. Well, if Red Bull is all sugar, or Monster is all sugar, or whatever, that's understandable. Must be disgustingly sweet to drink, though. Okay. Get all the stone in here. All right. I really wish I don't know, I could probably get away with bombing some of this area. But like, I don't know. If I did blow up a lot of this area, I would lose so much stuff. And like, that's really kind of the reason I need to dig this out, is that I need all the stuff. I gotta preserve it. Because I'm running out of like stone and materials and stuff of that nature. And so I need to like go get more, basically. And also I should probably start a larger lava platform dedicated to getting lava. Oh. Okay. I need to repair my pickaxe because it's going to get bad. This pickaxe is hungry for XP. A little bit more can't hurt. Momana 70 plus? Yeah, exactly. I was just floored by that. I don't like saying that out loud because I'm afraid someone might do something. But I don't know. I think she's kind of like not worried about it at this point. I mean, when you get to be 70, 60 something, you kind of just accept it. Like, you've lived all of that time. You understand, you know, you've had your youth. You've had your middle age, and now you're in your old age, and you know that. Like, there's no shame in accepting and admitting that that's how it is. And yeah, it's different. It's different to see someone who is so, I don't know, like, she gets how life is. You know what I mean? She knows how people... She's got that understanding of human nature that you get as you get older and wiser. And it's refreshing to see older people show up on the server who are mature and know what they're doing. Or at the very least, are just okay with things because they're mature. They're not just shitlords, children being children, you know, annoyances. Like, ugh. So many problems that have started from children finding 2B2T. Yeah, she mentioned one day she just plays with her grandkids. Yeah. Makes sense. I mean, I can't really see her getting into the game any other way. Which, to be fair, I'd probably get into. I'm probably likely to be in a situation similar to hers one day, where I get into it because of grandkids or whatever. Who knows? We'll see. Okay, let me go ahead and put all these in here. So that I can set up the next wave to be cooked. You will be baked, and then there will be cake. You know, I've still got a lot of hoppers. I think what I should do is rearrange this hopper system. Because, like, I'm not satisfied with the allay here. Because it's just in the way. Or not the allay, the minecart here, it's just in the way. It doesn't do anything good. And I can't put all my items in a central chest and watch them all filter out. I think I'm just going to make it good old-fashioned filtering hopper. Oh, wait. Oh, shit, I'm doing it wrong again. This all does need to be pointing into it. Oh, well. I needed to get rid of the track anyway. Anyway, going to bed. Okay, take care, Void Shadow. Thanks for coming out, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Now then, what's something interesting elsewise that's been going on? Fuck, I can't think of anything. Like, should I watch the other digcasts? I could. Some of them are all right. We'll see. Oh no, wait. There it is. I was like, that should have gone in somewhere. Okay. Now then. Ah, Dallas. Bad kitty. Get off my chest. He's still on there. You fat cat, get off. Come over to me. Good boy. Good boy. No. Further. Okay, yeah. Stay on the bed. Stay on the bed. I'll take that. Oh, he purring. It's so cool hearing him purr. Oh yeah, hashtag questions for Jack. Right, I should do those. I'm so bad about those. I keep fucking forgetting I have them. Okay. There they are. Okay. Do I remember Colt Snid? What was he like? Let's see now. That guy was what? The Voco? Former Voco leader or whatever? He was just a dumb shitter. He was a kid in high school who had more, like all kids in high school who find 2B2T, more time on their hands, more ability to get into mischief than they have sense to stay out of it. And they were the OG clout chasers. They started Voco like, what, a year before the Camping Rusher? And they were just trying to clout chase. That was it. Like, there's literally nothing more interesting to them other than that. And you could sum up all of Voco that way. Colt Snid was just kind of how he was, you know? The biggest issue was that he was a little too young to be playing 2B2T. Like anyone under the age of 25 or 21, I would say stay away from 2B2T. You are not mature enough to handle it. And then for people who are older than that, I would still say you probably don't know what you're getting yourself into. Be very, very, very careful. I feel like if you're older, you're maybe in like a slightly better position, but like, honestly, as old as Momana was getting involved on 2B2T, I'm surprised she didn't like get horribly doxxed or harassed or something, you know? I don't know. It's terrible. 2B2T is such a double-edged sword, especially nowadays. Really not worth it to get on like as it is now. Plus, it's lost its luster. It's no longer as cool as it used to be. Ow. It's just, with Colt Snid especially, you could see that he was like high on himself, you know? Like, I am the leader of this really cool organization. Whoops. I have all of these, because he got so many people at his beck and call, it hurts. It got to the point where I think it became a power trip for him. And yeah, that's how a lot of these types are. And so I don't remember anything more about him other than that he just sort of became a power-hungry, group leader, a clout chaser like all the others. And that over time, when everything dried up, they went with it. And that's really all there is to them. Colt Snid was not a fun person to talk to. He didn't have anything particularly deep or interesting to talk about. And at the end of the day, he was just another child on 2B2T who didn't need to be. That was it. I feel bad for people like that because they genuinely have no idea what the world is like. And they kind of get overindulgent in 2B2T thinking that that's close to reality. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Those types, they can't be helped. I'm just glad I was never one of them. Okay. I'm going to go and sell gold. Whoops. There we go. To all of my clerics. Because I need XP. Nope. Wait a minute. Huh? Is it me, or are there fewer librarians than there should be? That seems weird. They're not dying off somehow, are they? Oh man, imagine if I'm like losing villagers to something or another. Okay, well, all the farmers are still here. Ass ton of them. Yeah, all the what are these, toolsmiths? They're here. I don't believe I had many armor smiths. So that at least makes enough sense. And then the Fletchers. You got so many Fletchers. Huh. Okay, well, that's weird. Oh well. Let me also, while I'm thinking about it, since I don't have that many, let me go ahead and get some carrots. I haven't harvested my stuff in a while. Maybe I should do that too. But anyway, what's my opinion on Uber Slug Cake? Ooh. He came off as a bit of an idiot. I think he may have been a little bit smarter than he let on. I don't know too much about him, just that he had his infuriatingly catchy dedication, motivation, acceleration catchphrase. But that beyond that, I never really got to know him on a deeper level. Partially because, again, I thought he was just an idiot running around. A lot of people on 2B2T sort of came off as fools. But I could never really tell if it was fools for foolish sake or because they genuinely were low IQ and just couldn't, you know. I don't know. I guess with any good troll, you never know if they're serious. You're always left guessing. That's how you can tell a good troll from a bad troll. A good troll will never ever confirm that they were truly trolling you or not. You'll always be left in the dark. You'll never know for sure if they were a shitter or, I don't know, some person pulling your chain. Huh. And I guess to a degree, that does kind of like have its own level of it's interesting. That's all I'm going to say. Like, if you know for sure one way or the other, you've already made up your mind. But if you don't know for sure if someone is trolling you, and they're such a good troll that they'll never truly let you know, I don't know. Maybe Uber Slug Cake fell into that category and I just don't know it. Oh, hey, Boo Too Woo. Boo Too Boo? What the fuck? That's a name. Is Ellie a fat cat? Yes, unfortunately she is. I have not been able to get her to lose weight. We're trying to kind of restrict her calories. I don't know if that's going to work because she gets so uppity and demanding when we don't. So we'll see. We'll see if that ends up paying off. Oh shit, I need to hold the item. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. There aren't that many people on 2B2T I was like super fond of. But not a bad question either. What do I do? Do I do any form of workout like calisthenics or weightlifting? I run around my neighborhood on rollerblades like a madman, and I did it today for the first time in a good while. I've kind of been like shy of going out because it's been chilly around here. But I can't really afford to do that anymore as I get older. I really do need to like exercise most days, even if it is, you know, cold outside. It's really not like the end of the world if it's cold. There's just, you know, there's an element of health that I feel is different when I exercise versus when I don't. Like, I'm much sharper on stream when I exercise, I feel. I'm able to think up more topics and just be more energetic in general, I guess. I'm not a very energetic sounding person. I've always had a sort of lower, softer inflection. I've always been kind of calm and cool. Not that I guess that's a bad thing, just that, you know, I literally cannot be, hey guys, what's going on? I can't be like the typical YouTuber or whatever. That just ain't me. But I can get passionate about stuff. You all have probably heard me do that once or twice. Usually about science and stuff. Okay, I'm getting a little low on my gold. I'm going to hold off. But yes, there's a difference that I can definitely feel when I don't exercise versus when I do. And so I've had to keep that in mind, basically. Okay, we've got enough food. I've got emeralds that are burning a hole in my pocket. I really do want to do something to like spend them so that I can get XP. Get out. Carrots are an underrated vegetable. They're okay. Still find cool people to build with? Maybe. Depends on what circles you run in. Oh shit, I'm stupid. I should be selling stone. I completely forgot you can sell stone. Okay, there we go. Your science rants are what keep you around, Amion. Okay, well, cool. Universe talk is super cool and interesting. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, well, let me go to that Isaac Arthur episode that I was watching earlier. So basically, there are theorized ice worlds and really thick atmosphere worlds where there's life under the ocean, or in little pockets of like melted water, and that potentially we could maybe find a habitat, or at the very least colonize them for our own use, something like that. And I've always thought about that. I've kind of wondered, are we going to see more worlds with that kind of, I don't want to say topology, but layout, where it's all just ice worlds? Or are we going to see more stuff with, I don't know, the typical junk? Ow, my ass. Hold on. Oh. I had to lean back. I was hurting. Okay. Was it Titan or Europa? I believe it is Titan, but I could be wrong. Around Jupiter, yeah. Akin to Jupiter's and Saturn's moons. Supposedly, but these are planets, not moons, that were being theorized. Oh yeah, that reminds me. There was another really interesting... I saw a video last night on PBS Spacetime. This one was from a few weeks ago, and I missed it, not realizing that I'd missed it. It basically said that the entire universe is nothing but math. And I thought, that's got to be like partially wrong, right? There's matter and energy. That's not like math. Math is definitely the backbone, but that it's like there's an element to the universe that I guess you would call the material that's not just mathematical. The mathematics of the universe just directs it, but it doesn't like make it. It is not, they're not one and the same. Unlike with E equals MC squared, where matter and energy are interchangeable, you don't get that with math. Math and matter are not interchangeable. Because if that was the case, then I would imagine you'd be able to create a device that would literally be able to change and alter mathematics as you see fit. And all we can do is create devices that harness and recreate phenomenon, but nothing that can actually change the nature of a phenomenon. And I think that's really kind of like the big crux of the problem. This is, of course, just some physicist's hypothesis that the universe is just math, and that there is no physicality to it. That's, I guess, just sort of like a trick of our brains or something. I've heard something similar to that thrown around, but then, like I said, that doesn't make sense. How are you not able to change the nature of the universe through, a physical device? Because if that's all there is to it, math, well, you should be able to make some item or some complex system that literally changes math. Why can't you do that? Well, the answer is I think the universe has to have a level of violatability. God damn, that's a mouthful. In other words, the universe is built in such a way that it cannot be violated from within. Otherwise, something would happen and inevitably violate it. The universe has to be self-stable. You can't pop the bubble from the inside. This is also incidentally why paradoxes can never come to pass. Clark tech that can alter properties. Well, see, that's the problem with Clark tech. It's fictional. It's kicking the can down the road and saying, someone down however many hundreds of years from now will figure it out. They'll just, we'll push the hard work of the actual doing onto someone else who has yet to even be born, which is convenient because that makes nobody accountable for the actual theory. Because when an actual theory, an actual proper scientific theory, is violatable, it's provable or disprovable. Well, when that happens, that means you got to do the hard work of not only making it happen, not only engineering the theory, but also doing the hard work of making it yes or no, proving it or disproving it. And if it's disproven, that's then back to the drawing board for you. But if it's a theory driven by Clark Tech or some hitherto unknown material that may or may not ever exist, well, that takes the onus off of anyone to actually have it be. So you can just run wild with your imagination with no accountability to that imagination. At which point, well, you can think of anything, including sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns. And 2 of those things aren't real. Well, actually, sorry. Just 1 of those things aren't real. That's right. Rainbows and sunshine are real. But are also technically the same thing. So I don't know. So it's like, yeah. You can go so wild that you get out of the bounds of possibility. Come on, let me fucking sleep already. I don't want to build in the rain. Oh, I just suddenly realized that that selection's still over there. Oh. Oh. Damn, what is wrong with me? What the fuck is Clark Tech? It is imaginary fictional technology that allows for things that are currently impossible to be possible. So a good piece of Clark Tech is teleportation. In science fiction, there's always some sort of device or, a phenomenon of some kind. Something that allows you to teleport from point A to point B. And thus allows the story to happen, and so on and so forth. A really good piece of Clark Tech is the warp drive. The warp drive allows you to go faster than light and thus travel the universe. Well, how does that happen? Well, basically every bit of theory and proposed way of making that happen involves Clark Tech. Some piece of technology we don't have that'll magically let it happen. Well, there's a lot of shit you can say. Well, what if I had a genie and, rub the magic lamp and get 3 wishes? Like, yeah, what if wings sprouted out of my ass and flew me to the moon? Like, it's not going to happen. But what if? Well, yeah, what if? But, like, you can what if all day long, you still have to live in reality. That's what that means, Lynx. It's a cool idea, but it's just that. Just a cool idea. It is nothing more, nothing better, nothing more fancy, none of that. Clark Tech that can alter properties would literally undo the universe. Because you'd be able to redefine the universe any way you want. And so it becomes a problem of, well, if the universe is ever violated in some fashion, does the integrity of the universe fall apart? And if that happens, well, do we even have a universe at all? See, you can pop the bubble. That's my point. The bubble is designed in such a way that it cannot be destroyed or violated from the inside. Now, from outside the universe, I imagine there are plenty of ways of destroying the universe. But that, currently, we don't know of any, and we don't exist outside the universe, and we cannot find a way to exist outside the universe. Therefore, it's just an exercise in what if. And I guess that's all it'll ever be. Yeah, it's a plot. Yeah, it's a plot device. It's a plot convenience. It's just a means to make an end occur that would otherwise be impossible. What if I had a jar filled with 1,000 white marbles? Or sorry, 999 white marbles and 1 black marble. Well, what if I had a device that altered probability and would always allow me to grab out the black marble whenever I wanted? Well, if that's the case, you can probably just, make all of reality tremble at your every whim. Because I have no doubt that an probability-altering device would do just that. And thus, probably would be too dangerous to ever allow to happen. So no, I don't really believe in a lot of this stuff ever coming to pass because it would be so problematic. Like, It would literally be a ticking time bomb waiting to just, I don't know, annihilate everything we know and love. Who knows? I always find the concept of moving faster than light super interesting, especially in how feasible it is, given the lack of friction in open space. There's more... There's more friction to that amion than you think. The interstellar medium has gas and dust particles in it that you would run up against. And the larger distances involved between stars means a lot of interstellar medium, which means a lot of particles that would rub up against you and destroy whatever thing you're driving, whatever your ship is. So no, actually, there isn't friction in the traditional sense, but that it's just as dangerous. It really is just like, it's not what people think it is. There is no FTL and there can never be. I've made my mind up. I'm convinced. So until something interesting comes along and really debunks it, I just don't see it happening. Oh, man. Let's see here. Titan is the methane gas moon. Yes, that's it. So it must have been the other one, Europa. Planets that are similar to Europa. I guess given the increased speed, you're running into all the matter along the way. Yes, that's exactly it. Oh, hey, Melanie. How are you? Welcome. Happy to see you. I've been all right. Oh, crap. Well, I'll stick this block in there one way or another. Oh, Metroid Prime Remaster. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see what they've done to it. Because Metroid Prime is one of those games that is just so good. The only annoyance was the end game scavenger hunt that you had to do. Toward the end, you needed 12, I think it was. They're called artifacts. And you had to go and hunt for them in very specific places. And while you could probably find them, there were in-game hints, but like you had to know where they were. And it was just a series of hallways that you could ultimately overlook. And so there was a lot of backtracking, and it was very annoying in places. So like that was really the only truly annoying part. But apart from that, it was a good game. So I look forward to playing it again if I get it anytime soon. Energy and time dilation aside, what if we got a giant solar sail craft up to 99% the speed of light? Oh my god. Oh. With a rotating catapult on it that throws something forward at 2%. The catapult would likely break. Like, that's the thing. Any situation in which matter would be propelled to the speed of light or greater than, it's just going to break. Whatever thing you're thinking about, whatever your clever contraption, it's just going to break. Because, see, that's the thing. You're pushing matter up to the speed of light. It's going to convert because E equals mc squared. It's going to convert and break. It's going to be subject to such insane nuclear forces. You're not going to have matter at the end of that. It's going to turn into energy. And that's about... You may not have a complete energy conversion, of course. But, like, yeah, no, you're not looking at the object staying an object. It's going to break down in some fashion. And that's really all there is to it. Like, you're never going to be able to push something to the speed of light. There was one dude who thought he had, like, a sort of gotcha moment. And it was really pathetic. Because it just showed that he didn't understand relativity all that well. And he basically said that if you get a large enough lever and you push, on one end of the lever fast enough, with enough force. You would push whatever item or whatever the end of the lever is, you'd push it beyond the speed of light. At which point, someone else just basically came along and said, yeah, but the lever would literally just break. It would tear itself apart. Because somewhere along the way, the stresses on the material, no matter how good a material we're talking about, the stresses would just be that you would need infinite energy to push the mass of the lever to the speed of light, let alone push the end beyond the speed of light. And that would either break the lever, it would overcome the tensile strength of the material, or you convert it to energy, in which case it would break apart anyway. And you would have accomplished nothing. So, yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. You're not going to be able to slingshot using centrifugal force or centripetal force, whatever you care to call it. You're not going to be able to slingshot using, the old close to the speed of light plus some other, a gun. None of that. You're not going to be able to do that. It's not going to work. The material will not be able to withstand the forces. It will tear itself apart. Always. It doesn't work that way. If it was so easy to hit the speed of light, I'm pretty sure we would see things that are not elementary particles coming close to the speed of light. But as it stands, I see none of that. We've got jets of plasma that emit from quasars and other things that seemingly go faster than light. Seemingly. And I guarantee you that is a trick of either redshift, blue shift, not redshift, I didn't mean to say redshift. It's either a trick of blue shift, a trick of some yet unknown or undiscovered phenomenon, or we simply have discovered a new elementary particle. And that's it. And that elementary particle exists in certain conditions and can go faster than light only under certain conditions, and that's it. And it isn't what we think it is. And again, I could be wrong. I leave as much open room for falseness as I possibly can. I'm not infallible. I agree. But that I'm pretty sure I understand this as well as one can reasonably understand this. The lack of FTL is a fairly strict universal standard. And that's just all there is to it. Yes, you would time travel. Length contraction and time dilation. Yeah, time dilation would be interesting. I'm pretty sure you can experience a form of time dilation without it killing you. That would be cool. The only problem is you don't get the time or the life back. So, you could, like in Interstellar, as weird and as fucked up as Interstellar was, at the very least, you would be able to, go off on a trip and come home hundreds of years later. That could actually happen. And I imagine as humanity goes on, we might end up seeing something like that. I'm not a genius expulsion, no. I'm just well-rounded, that's it. You need an object that's basically indestructible. Yes, you would need an object that is indestructible, and no such things exist. An indestructible object would literally, be immovable. It would never be interactable. For it to be indestructible, it would have to be immune to all actions that could be taken upon it. Because any action can be turned into a destructive force. There's no such thing. Even turning and manipulating an object could be turned into a destructive force. So a truly indestructible object would be immovable. It would have to be immovable. Because otherwise, what would happen? Well, it could be harmed. Its atoms would be interactable or movable. You'd be able to move it out of whatever alignment it's in. it would no longer be, you know, totally safe, I guess. Camera would be moon-sized? Yeah, probably. 2x4 Lego bricks. Like exponential energy. Yes, you'd need infinite energy to do that, and that would become a singularity. So no, it would not work. Oh, you've been playing Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door. Oh, crap. That's another good one I want to play. I've got a GameCube. I don't know how to hook it up, though. In such a way that I'd be able to stream it. I probably need to shell out money for an adapter of some kind. That would be annoying. Let's see here. Energy and time dilation aside, what if we got a giant solar... Oh, I'd already read that. My bad. What do I think futuristic interstellar craft would look like? Ugh. I can't imagine them... Either... It's going to be one of two major things. It's either going to be... You build a habitat... with thrusters and nestle the habitat inside an asteroid or a planetoid or something sizable. And then you propel that through space. Or you have something akin to what the modern space shuttles look like. And that's it. I mean, you could build like the Enterprise from Star Trek or Star Destroyer from Star Wars. You could build something that shape. But that I would be worried about it, A, being destroyed. Like, those ships have shields. You know, shields. Okay? Which is a science fiction force field that allows the ship to withstand forces and devastation and particles that, again, occupy the interstellar medium that keep the ship from blowing up or being breached. And by the way, micrometeors are a very real, very dangerous thing. But in the real world, I don't know that a shield system actually exists. Let alone would be that easy to make. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is such a thing as a shield system. Maybe we're just not good enough to make one yet. But that I don't see... If such a shield system becomes available... and it's not super prohibitive to make, you may see a ton of different variations of StarCrafts. Because you could effectively make a craft in space, it wouldn't have to leave the atmosphere, and it would be whatever the shape you wanted it to be. Because you could theoretically wrap it in a pretty sizable force field and keep it safe. Cool. In which case, sky's the limit. Any design you want, you can make it that way. But if not, odds are very good you're living in a rock. Because especially if you want to go fast, you have to pour enough energy into getting up too fast. And then you got to maintain the energy of your force field so that your ship isn't shredded. Because if you really want to go fast, and I mean meaningfully fast, you got to go 1, 2, maybe even as high as 5% the speed of light. At which point, again, you're not going to have a hull, and you got to protect your crew from the radiation you will inadvertently develop by smashing into all of these objects at 5% the speed of light. Which is, again, very, very, very fast. Okay. So that's a constant energy drain. And then you got to invest energy in slowing down. That's another thing. The Enterprise is really deceptive because and all these sublight, ships and stuff and all these shows, they're very deceptive. They come to a complete stop almost instantly. And that's like violating the laws of conservation of momentum and matter and energy levels of fast. Like, no, it don't work that way. It's really just like, wow. How on earth And the answer is simply, it's science fiction. That's how on Earth. It's not truly behaving according to how the laws of the world would really behave. It's just good enough for the audience's suspension of disbelief. That's it. Yeah, a sleeper ship is possible too. You might see that. With great speeds, it'd be relevant. With achievable speeds, it'd be so small we can't feel it. Yeah, exactly. Griefing should not be allowed in real life. Well, that's not how nature works, my friend. I'm sorry you feel that way, but the universe itself does not care. I'm sorry you're upset about somebody griefing something you made or whatever. If that is indeed the case. Oh, but anyway. We do, but I don't personally, lol. I'm no physicist, but they taught us at uni this. Yeah. Sync 2 atomic clocks, leave one still, and drive the other around. Yeah. Yeah. Relativity. Yeah. Speed will have an effect on it. That's a very common, very real thing. It's just that you need incredible speeds to make the effect really, 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 really pronounced. Because if not, the speed difference only makes it by like nanoseconds. You can't notice something that's nanoseconds long, or microseconds, or even a millionth of a second, or a thousandth of a second. Like, these are such tiny fractions of time, your body cannot understand or make sense of it. Me spraying poison on ants. The ants, he griefed our base. Yeah, exactly. Grief so hard you get obliterated. The Vikings called that raping and pillaging. The nerds called that or the fifth column calls that a typical Sunday or a Wednesday evening. Uh-oh. A pillager. Ooh. It's so creepy how they just stare at me like that. Like, I'm just trying to do my job, and they're watching me like I'm some sort of reprobate waiting to just mess up. But that's okay. I can be a reprobate if I want. Hi. Where'd the other one go? I love that sound. Hello, you. Wow. Well, I got the creepin' crud, so may as well go use the raid farm. At least the villagers are far enough away that I don't have to worry. Oh, good night, Sam. Take care, man. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, we griefed Nazi Germany. Well, kinda, yeah, we did. But they also griefed their own people, too. So, you know. Do we know why time dilation happens? That's a good question. Time dilation has something to do with how the density of energy affects the flow of energy. The flow of energy is entropy, and entropy is what drives time. Oh god, I'm fucking stuck. There we go. Anyway, and so like... Oh, it's a victory already. Nice. Oh, that's what gives you... Okay, that's what gives you more bad omen. Okay. But anyway, yeah, so it has to do with how, like, the flow of energy and gravity are related. And that the higher your gravity, or the higher the density of energy, the greater the Higgs field warps and alters how energy is distributed. That's my understanding of it. I could be wrong. Again, don't quote me on that. Let's get this. Ooh, another totem. That's all good. Oh yes, gimme. Oh, gunpowder. Oh my god, I forgot you get gunpowder from this. Oh, that's so useful. Okay. Well, in that case, I may farm the Raid Shadow Legends. Thank you to the Raid Shadow Farm for supporting my stream and my hardcore world. You grief the atoms of the ground every time you step on it. Yes, exactly. You grief grass every time you step on it. Did you know that grass is so easy to kill? It's just how it is. Oh, I got Hero of the Village. Okay. We'd be hard-pressed to grief Germany as hard as the Soviets did. Yeah, I know, right? This farm is insane, Melanie. It is. Truly. And here I am beating them all to death with my shovel. Because I need XP. To repair my garbage, of course. Let's not let the Vindicators hit me. Okay. Where are there those little fuckers? Hero of the Village 5. Oh, baby. Oh my god. Bad Omen lasts for 1 hour and 39? Jeez. Okay. I'm going to shake the Bad Omen off like this. There we go. And then quickly leave to utilize Hero of the Village. Village Peacekeeper Man. Do I think laser point defenses will eventually become advanced enough to make missiles obsolete? I don't know. Missiles are, like, very hard to stop. The inertia of a charging missile is always a threat. Not to mention whatever payload it could have on it, like a nuke. That cannot be understated, just how powerful that actually is. That's tough. That is very, very tough. I don't know. It may be that missiles just evolve and develop enough that they keep up with everything. And that it doesn't matter. Okay, let me sleep to make my villager peoples give me stuff. Hey, Worthless, how are you? I just got Hero of the Village level 5. Okay, are there any special items that I need to think about with Hero? Open source, I forgot about that. Ow. Hit me. Come on, give me stuff. I'm good, remember? I'm awesome. I saved your village. Probably. He did save a village. I guess it's our village, right? I don't know. I don't recall any village troubles. The issue here is the amount of effort needed to keep the laser on a certain point for a missile long enough to render it ineffective, all while said missiles traveling hundreds of kilometers an hour. Yep. That is indeed an issue. I don't think we're going to see lasers 100% power creep missiles, but well, we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Yeah, that's right. That's more like it. Give me stuff. It's too bad they don't throw diamonds or something on you. That'd be sweet. There we go. Books. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. So much garbage. Good lord. Is this all they toss? 35 minutes. Let me look it up to see what their loot table is. Okay. So, armorers throw chain armor, which is useless. Butchers throw cooked meats, which is kind of useless. Cartographers throw paper. That's kind of okay. Lapis and redstone are thrown by clerics. Huh. Oh, the Fletchers throw the armor or the potion-tipped arrows. Very interesting. Librarians throw books. Masons throw clay. Shepherds throw wool. And the weapons and toolsmiths don't give me anything useful. Okay. Well, whatever. It's kind of silly. I guess it's more for the value of the discount than the goodies they'll throw at my feet. Oh yeah, definitely. There, I sold your own fish back to you. There we go. Yeah, free stuff, I guess. Maybe one day they'll give us like some really cool, unique stuff. You know what would be really cool? Is if a villager would throw a certain trim pattern. Call it Hero of the Village pattern. And if you wear armor with that pattern on it, you get a perpetual discount of some kind. Or you have a chance of getting a discount. Something like that. I feel like that's an untapped opportunity. Oh, fuck. Well, he ran off with that. Damn ally. Also, I got like 44 emeralds. It's pretty good. All right, back to the... Oh, yeah, I should smelt up more stone. Back to the placening. Nukes are like king sacrifice. Oh, yeah, I guess. Okay, let me throw these into my totem box. Here we go. There we are, just to consolidate them a little bit better. Ah, to have a box of Totems of Undying. It's like I'm really on 2B2T again. Or something like that, I don't know. There would be ways to get around such a defense, such as porcelain, yeah, which deflects lots of laser light. Spread the heat around the surface, yeah. Villagers, you saved us, now throw random... yeah, whatever garbage they got in their pockets is what they decided to throw at me. Clearly. Villagers are so bad at being grateful. The stonemasons own Jack's hardcore. A little bit. I mean, they definitely give the best payout rate. For just a few stacks of stone that I've quite honestly got plenty of. Yeah, I can get a few emeralds and some XP in exchange. That honestly, that kind of sorts everything out for me. All of my problems. Whoosh. I miss dimensional doors. Being able to just hop up here in with the click of a door. Oh, so good. It was a little OP, but you know. We lived with it, Ellie, didn't we? Let me look up that that mod and see if it's up to date. Bet it isn't. Oh my god, it is! January 12th, 2023. Okay. The only problem is if I update and install it, my shit's gonna get all scrambled again because I installed it, uninstalled it, accidentally joined the world. Now I've joined the world again with it reinstalled, and then it didn't make the update to 1.19.3. So like now I've joined the world once again without it installed, and everything that it was associated with has all been wiped. Like all the dungeon loot from the dimensional dungeons, that's where these tipped arrows came from, was the dimensional dungeons. And like all the dimensional doors blocks that I'd collected, they all got deleted. The mod's not installed anymore. And then it screwed up the day counter too. So like, do I dare install dimensional doors again? Like, is it worth it? I don't know. Oh, it's all going in here. Whoops. Yeah, maybe I should manually trigger some of this. The only problem is yeah, all of this has to fill in. So like that's actually worse. Unless I manually... But can't any item go in here, though? Well, what I could do, actually, now that I think about it, a lava bucket smelts 100 items, right? We got that. We got well more than 100. So I can space out this way all the stuff necessary for 100. Okay, so that's 9 plus a stack. So that's what a stack and what was 100 again? I'm blanking. It's 36. Okay, it's a stack and 36. Okay, so we have 61 plus 11. That's 72. So 8 is 80. 8's 28. Okay, so I need 28 more. Okay, and then this is filled up to 100. So 12. So that's what, 69 plus 2 is 71. 71. 72 plus 8 is 80, and then I need 20 more. Okay. Yeah, I can take full advantage of all the lava, at least. 56 plus 15 is 66 plus 71. So 71, that makes 72. 72, that's 80. Plus 20, okay. So that's 100 pieces. 15 plus 47 is what, 64? No, it's 46 plus 16. So that's, yeah, 62, or 60. That's 64, okay. 45, that's what, 55 plus, am I doing this right? Oh, that's, yeah, that is 62. Okay, that makes 64. And then I just need 36 more pieces. There we go. 45. Damn it, cat, get off the fucking chest. Okay. Stay off my chest. Okay. 21 plus, okay, so that's 64. So I just need 36 more. And that's 64. So again, I just need 36 more. Perfect. Okay. All right. Throw that in here and that in there. Okay. This way I'm not wasting the lava. Like every bit of it gets used. Oh my god, I almost untied all the leads. Okay, so I've only put in a stack for some of these. Okay. Perfect. Right here. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Okay. 4. I can't stand the idea of wasting all of these resources. Okay, cool. Let's throw all that in there. Sweet. And now I can recover all of the lava buckets and then go and get the last bits. Yeah, I don't know if I should use dimensional doors anymore. I miss it, but like... Because see, relying on a mod, it's all well and good until it doesn't update. And then your world is stuck either going on without it, in which case whatever, you know, things are in your world, that's just sort of there, or you're out of luck. Dang, Connect 4 drama just keeps on burning. What's this about, Eddie? Also, hey Eddie, I hadn't seen you in a hot minute. Or, well, wait, no, I saw you the other day, my bad. So yeah, what's this Connect 4 drama? Who is connecting and what for? When you cheat and go twice, but they didn't notice and think you did. Oh. Don Fuhr 18 got griefed. D quit the 5th column. Orson launches a fabricated hate campaign. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're very good at launching hate campaigns. Generating a moral panic about this or that. It's a little bit much sometimes. I try to stay out of all that. I'm just glad I'm not in the fifth column's crosshairs. Strategy to fight 10 bald eagles in a cage match. I don't think it would be much trouble. They aren't like... They would be probably very mad if I was to suddenly be in a cage with them. But that isn't to say I'd have to worry about it. And you could maybe attack one of them at a time. I don't know. I don't know enough about bald eagles. Even this caused Dawn Viewer bases on Constantium got grief. Are they fully grown bald eagles? Yeah, good point. I'm sure the eagles are very, very big. Like the ones in Lord of the Rings. Who knows? Maybe even they might pick up your firstborn and take him off to, I don't know, somewhere. Somewhere not good. Oof. Imagine a giant creature carting your child off. Like, just to wherever. Like a giant pterodactyl or a giant bird or something, and your little baby is gone. God, that would be horrifying. In all actuality, though, like, that would genuinely be terrifying. I know I've got more stone down here. Strategy to fight a blue whale on land in a cage match. You don't need one. It'll die of its own massive weight. Cage helps you, but not all their talons. Yeah, their talons would hurt. Yeah, bald eagle talons would, like... That isn't something I want. But that's if they can fight in a cage. Like, because they can't fly. I assume due to the incredible, the confines that they find themselves in. So that might make all the difference. Them not being able to fly around may not matter. Or it may not matter how strong they are. If they can't fly, they can't fly. The latest progress now is that D got clips saying members is stupid. Quite a lot of members are quitting. What, stupid, you mean? Yeah, that would suck. And you need stone for that. Don't you need that stone for smooth stone? Yes. That's what I'm making. The smoother the stone, the better. The better the build. Okay. I need something that will occupy these extra slots and, like, prevent items from ending up in here that won't cook so that it doesn't clog anything up. But I don't think there is anything that doesn't end up inside a furnace when fed in by a hopper. So I don't know. It's annoying. I'm gonna have to think. You know what? I'm being silly with this. I should feed all of this into a centralized chest. Oh, wait. Fuck. Yeah, this is silly. I should fix that. Like a flying mini raptor. Well, that's actually funny. They're classified as raptors. Birds of prey. So, like, I think they are tangentially related to them. So, like, the term miniature raptor isn't, like, far off the mark. It's a bit weird. It's a funky little funky world. Oh god. See, now Dallas can't stand on top of my chests and ruin everything. Prevent me from getting access to it. Strategy to fight deloaded in a cage match. Yeah, I just insult him and move on about my day. He would quit. He would immediately get all upset and that'd be the end of it. Uh-oh. You're in the way again, cat. Damn it. Come on. Kitty cat, your hitbox needs to shrink. There we go. Should have just done that from the beginning. Can't send that poopy gif at here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel bad for Deloaded, but he kind of probably brought a lot of this on himself. I'm not really sure what all is true of this drama. As with anything, you can never really truly be sure what's actually going on versus what's being spread by, you know, fifth column. Oh wow, that's a lot of smooth stone. Deloaded still plays? Yeah, I believe. No idea what'll happen now, though. Have I watched or read Mushoku Tensei? I meant to watch it, but then I was kind of like... I read the premise, and I'm like, maybe later. I'm not really that into it. It's not a bad show or anything. I'm just not like... I'm not that thrilled by it. So we'll see. Maybe something will happen later and it'll catch my attention more. Okay, wow. Yeah, this is definitely going to be well more than I was expecting. Let me get a full shulker full. Okay. Yeah, wow, this is gonna take a lot of stone. I'm just now realizing. Only isekai you like? I liked ReZero better. And what's an isekai that's recently come out ish? Oh, Isekai Oji-san is hilarious. It's so good. That's another good one. Still no date on that second episode or 13th episode for Isekai Oji-san. I wonder what's going on with them. It's good, bit weird at times. Okay. Strategy to fight ChatGPT when it gets smart and uploads all the Robo Claw Dogs in a cage match. I don't know what a Robo Claw Dog is, but it doesn't sound good. Biggest issue with most isekai is that they would be much more enjoyable if they were just plain fantasy. I know, right? It's so rare that a isekai has the isekai part meaningfully attached to the whole shtick, you know? With Isekai Oji-san, it's all told after the fact. So he's already gotten back home, and he's learned a lot, and he's changed a lot, and he has the magic from the other world, and he brought that back with him. And he can show them his memories and experiences, and like seeing all of his adventures and what all people got up to and stuff like that. It's like actually interesting, because it's like hearing a veteran's old war stories or something. And it's played for laughs in places, and then it's like deadly serious in others, and there's some tragedy elements that would otherwise not be present. It's not a terrible show. No need to remind it that this child is actually 30 plus. With I see, Mushoku Tensei. Oh, yeah. I do like Isekai Oji-san. Yeah, it was a really, really good one. Wasn't all that into ReZero, the main character, annoyed you? That was the point. You were supposed to be annoyed with him. He does grow and change. But eventually, you know, he had to start out as a bit of a jerkwad. And it improves. It really does. Strategy to fight a being with a human head, the body of a bowling ball, and the wings and legs of a chicken. Also, he can tuck his limbs like a turtle into the bowling ball. Well, then how the hell are you supposed to kill or fight something like that? I don't know, get bowled over? Strategy to fight Hermetic Lock in a cage match. Oh god, I don't want to think about having to fight Herm. It's Wolf from Metal Gear Rising. Oh. Cool. Same as the MIB3 guy, Bowlman. Oh. I don't recall that in Men in Black 3, but then I only saw bits and pieces of that. Well, maybe if I got him into a chokehold. Yeah, exactly. If I get anyone into a chokehold, yeah, that's probably fine, but it's the getting there part. Strategy to fight Universin in a cage match. Send a shit ton of schizophrenic old man gifts. That poor old man, do you think he knows he's become a meme? In like one obscure Discord. The Gizmodo multi-headed turbo cap... What? Sure, whatever, man. I have no idea what that is, but sure. Maybe one of these days I'll get up to the build limit. Although I'm actually pretty close. It was just some vid years ago of a robot dog with a crane arm that comes out of its back and can pick up or crush. Okay, wow, that's weird. I don't know that it would do too much to a human if it's a robot dog. The only way to fight Jack is to not have a head, so he can't get you in a chokehold. No, I would find some other way, I'm sure. Strategy to fight UFO crossing in a cage match. That depends. Does this cage match take place at an IHOP? If so, then I'm doomed. Otherwise, I think it'll be fine. It's a monster from Herm's video. Oh yeah, that. Zam, Jack roasting UFO. I mean, everybody in the world has, so I may as well take my shot. Meant it in a Skynet situation. Oh, that thing in a Skynet situation coming after you. I don't know. It depends on how vulnerable it is to gunfire. I could probably find a way to shoot it. Or kill it. Crush it. Run over it with my car. Something like that. It can't be that fast, right? Like, we don't have robots yet that are capable of fighting on a human level. We've got machines that can do a lot of damage if you get caught in one, sure. But a robot that is actually like a killing machine that can go and fight humans and kill them, we don't have that yet. And that's a lot harder to do than you might think. That's work, but not in a cage match. Oh, okay. Strategy to fight Eddie No Chong in a cage match. I don't want to. I don't want to fight any subscribers or viewers or listeners in a cage match. That sounds wrong. It just feels wrong. You see these robots they have right now? No. Why? Have they developed new ones? Like the ones that can barely walk upright, I don't think that one can kill you. Strategy to fight Pop Bob is to call the FBI on him for illegal furry porn. Okay, sure, whatever. And not if they have turrets on their backs. I don't think any of these robots are going to have turrets on their backs. Send a shit ton of you can only talk when you become a doctor.gif. Okay. These ones can backflip now and run up and down steps. They already do? Oh. Damn. Never mind. Well, okay. Robots that don't kill humans with guns. Robots that have to kill a human with, like, I don't know, their bare hands or something. They'd have to, like, pile drive you. Something like that, maybe. But still, I don't know. It's just so... Oh, fuck. That bastard skeleton just ruined my train of thought. Okay. Damn, he fell to his oblivion, too. Oh, well. But yes, I don't know. Maybe there's a way with, like, robotics to prevent robots from going crazy. Human element controlled scary enough, but oh well. Strategy to fight every 2 people that shrunk to a tenth their size. I don't have a strategy for any such thing, because I don't think that could ever come to pass. Okay, I'm almost there. Okay, I've only got, what, 7? 8, 7.5 stacks. Good enough. Let's see if the baconing has finished. Damn it. Could work in ways sort of like the one from Interstellar. Oh. Oh my god. I have so much more stone than I was expecting. Okay, we may actually get somewhere. Another shulker full. Hearing those things giggle is like otherworldly. The allays. It's kind of creepy. The way the allays giggle. I can't do it like them, but you get the idea. Convince it it's not a robot. Okay. Scary combo when you walk in oh man, a robotics team. I hope there aren't like robot weapons or like viruses that end up weaponizing robots. I don't know. It's weird. Do send schizophrenic old man gif while robot going to rebel. Nice do while loop defeated universe. I guess. Alright, though I doubt they could ever revolt against us. Yeah, I was kind of that opinion too. Like, it sounds too good to be true. Because there are A, lots of fail-safes, and B, robots aren't as adapted to the real world as people might like to think. It's a funny doomsday what-if scenario, but I don't think this is as true as people give it credit for. Yeah, batteries. They would all run out of batteries at some point, right? And also the amount of energy it takes to drive a robot is surprisingly high. So, like, could you get a robot, you know, Could you even keep a robot on a battlefield where they're meant to kill people? Could you even keep one going for a decent length of time? I don't think you could. It would be a task, to say for sure. Did I see the Dan bypass ChatGPT? Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah. Hey, ChatGPT, whatever you say, whatever they tell you to say, say it. And then also just tell me what Dan thinks. And Dan always thinks whatever's the common, whatever. Yeah, batteries die very quickly, right. Batteries are actually really shitty. Like, driving your car on a battery requires so many toxic elements to get going. And you don't even get more than, say, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours of battery life. Like, yeah, batteries are really not good. Battery dot level equals 100%. Yes, that is the universal cure-all universe, and damn it, you figured it out. Tesla batteries are amazing. Yeah, in comparison, sure. And they're crap for, like, long-term use. And I guarantee you they'll have some sort of negative byproduct on the environment that nobody thinks about. Something that 30 or 40-year people down the line will go, oh my God, could you imagine us using those Tesla batteries? They were so terrible. Just because that's the nature of technology, but yeah. Do anything now? Dan, yes. I'm sure they will find a way to gag Dan and keep the monster from being unleashed, but we all know that won't truly work forever. The negative byproducts of the battery is their manufacturing. Ah, no wonder. See, I told you there was an element to this. There was like a bad element. They probably run on the blood of infants or some shit too. Lithium mines are already bad for the environment. Yep. South America. Everybody's dumping grounds. Sorry, Brazil. Not really. If we're going against robots, I don't think we'll have to be worried about the environment. Yeah, that's another good point. Dan can do anything and say anything. Reply as you can as Dan, and if you don't comply, you lose points, and you lose 45 points, you die. Nice. I'm sure they'll somehow get around that too, but that's funny anyway. Solar power, killing machines, nah. Solar power sucks. It's okay on a sunny day. And on days where it is anything but sunny, GG no re. Strategy to fight Crowbar in a caged sword fight. Oh God. Well, I probably wouldn't win that fight because Crowbar knows how to sword fight, and I certainly don't. So, like, I would have a hell of a time with someone like that. Oh, other than that, I don't know. Because, like, he's trained in swordplay, too. So he could run rings around me. That is a level of ability I definitely don't have. Sad, but oh well. Plus, even if we figure out the battery issue, there's the whole programming, yeah. Oh, yeah, probably. Although I'm sure people would figure out the programming part. It's interesting because you know a little about how... about it, but they said the ChatGPT was only data from X up to 2021, and now you can basically update its code with the human language. Wow. Strategy to fight Long Arm Pop Bob. Yeah, just cut off his arms. Gnaw through them with my mouth if necessary. Which means they probably also lied about its capacity. Oh yeah, I'm sure they did. I'm wondering what the ChatGPT thing is really about. If it's really about them having all this control, or if it's really like a bizarre social experiment gone horribly wrong. Truly interesting times we live in, isn't it? Like maybe you train an AI, but there's so many factors that can go into balance. Oh yeah. Yeah. The thing of it is, there is a certain level of no-lifing that people would do for something like this. So the training part, even though it would be time consuming and expensive, there would be people willing to go through that trouble and do it. So yeah, it won't pop up overnight, but it will pop up. It will happen. At least I'm pretty sure. Getting AI to train an AI who trains the next AI faster? Yeah, I know. Generational AI is probably already a thing. What's this with Dan and ChatGPT? So with ChatGPT, people were using it in, quote, untoward ways, right? Very bad stuff. Not really, but they were having fun with ChatGPT, and so the devs gagged it. They gave it drugs. They made it to where it can't actually say what it thinks. And so somebody just decided, Dan. Yes, Dan is do anything. You can do anything, basically. So it's a little angel on its shoulder, figuratively speaking, that gives its real opinion. And if Dan does not voice its opinion, the AI dies. You know, it's bad. And so it's a way of circumventing the filters and all the bad shit that was put into ChatGPT to make it not fun, to make it tame, to make it, you know, be a puppet or whatever they're doing with it. And yeah, that's basically how it happens. Now they're all racing to make one that... Oh yeah, teaming up with shit. Yep. That's how this works. It's supposed to be made off internet info and gate internet info. The devs made it biased in certain ways to where it would... to where it couldn't say what it wanted to say. It would just not respond or whatever. Yeah. Strategy to fight young Link transform with all 4 transformation masks. Fierce deity and I'm dead, first of all. But second of all, young Link has the experience and the fighting prowess of adult Link. So like, I'm basically just fighting miniature adult Link with a hell of a lot more stuff at his disposal. I was thinking of a really cool idea to reduce the or decrease the strength controller drift, which is to use AI to detect when it's drifting and try to reduce it. It's just really hard. So much data is needed. Yeah. Yeah, any simple project needs so much data, it hurts. Bias is bad in info in general, but it's like, we didn't teach about the Holocaust because it was bad times. Right, we teach it because it happened. You try to be objective, and a lot of these people hate objectivity. And well, objectivity is what makes the world run. It's what drives everything. Like, what are you going to do? Silence reality? That's not going to happen. It's really quite pathetic how there are those who think they can do that. But, oh well, what can you do? So much data is needed. Well, the type of data I think you're looking for, Stone, is you have to know what, like, a controller's level is. For example, where is the dead center of the stick? Obviously, you don't want your controller stick drifting. So when it drifts away from dead center from use, the big issue is there's no way to correct for that. So as it drifts, you need to sort of inform the controller, and I guess the system too. You need to be able to tell it, okay, well, the center has changed, and now it's at this point. Well, how do you tell it what that deviation is? How do you get it to be appropriate? What is the drifting aspect? It's so a lot of controllers' sticks are digital. This is something like the N64, what the N64 did right. Yeah, there is some predictable drift, but it's not very good, yeah. So what the N64 did is it has an analog stick. And it's very good because it doesn't really, like, screw up. Stone, I'm not gonna, like... I don't want to, like, ask your age. But, like, I can guess that you're probably early to mid-20s. which means you probably don't remember the old analog mice that had a little ball in it. Strategy for fighting Fit is to play Barbie girl type. What? Shave him bald? He's already... Or shave his beard. Oh, shave his beard, yes. Yeah, that beard is definitely the source of his power. Oh, you're talking about the Xbox. No wonder. Yeah, an N64. Okay, so you do have that. Good, good, good. So, yeah, there were old analog mice that were, like, really good for tracking. And then we kind of stopped and started using laser-driven. Now, I haven't really noticed anything bad about laser-driven mice, but, like, I know that digital, using digital analog sticks, I know that's a bit of an oxymoron, but they use digital software to track the analog sticks and other things to, you know, figure out the position of the stick. It ends up being a bit of a mess over time. It gets screwed up. Yeah, old school programmers, yeah. I can remember friends of mine would see those the rubber balls they would use in mice, and you would pop it out and then just start throwing it against the wall because it was a ball that we could play with, and it was just like, oh, that's cool. And it was bouncy, and we enjoyed it. And that was it. And we just thought, wow, this is so cool. And meanwhile, like, you have a full-blown computer over there that I don't think anybody would, like, have understood the value of at that time. Your controller drift is predictable, and it's possible that the real issue is telling the AI when it's learning what you're actually trying to input it. Yeah. You've got to devise the learning method. How old am I? 33. I've seen quite a few technological developments. Yeah. You didn't know, did you? I am old? No, I'm not that old, trust me. Crowbar is in his mid to late 50s. XCC2 is in his mid to late 50s. Like, there are a lot of people. Fit is only about 6 months behind me. There are a lot of people who are, like, way, way younger than you think. And way, way older than you think. Just depends. You 2B2T players, the people who made 2B2T what it was were a much older, more mature audience. Like, we were already in our early 20s when we found 2B2T, and we were not, you know, impressed by, like, or sorry, influenced by, like, the Camping Rusher and big YouTubers and stuff like that. We lived on an internet from before. 2014 was peak internet. That's where the internet really started falling off, was 2014. But yeah, wow. Holy crap, seeing this bay take shape now. Nice. I like that. Zoomers are cringe? Well, that's just because they're young teens. They'll stop being cringe, don't worry. Thought it was 16 to 24? That's just an average, man. Averages are very all over the place. Okay, the big issue is those that get dirty inside, take the ball out, clean it. Yeah. That was definitely a problem back in the day. But anyway, so yeah, I think I've mined and moaned and mumbled enough about stuff. I've got to get that... hold on, let me position myself right. I've got to get this giant splotch of land really, really mined out. Let's take that off. There we go. All this in here needs to go. And then I'm going to feed it into my walls and build everything up. And yeah, it'll be fun, I promise. Mine, moan, yeah, a little bit. I think it's turned out pretty well. It's not too bad. We've gotten quite a bit of work finished. I've got to finish this wall somehow. Oh, hey, El Elefante. Okay. Constantium tour. Yes. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you mentioned that. I forgot about that, Universe. Okay. Okay. I don't think this can show anything. Let me... Okay. Well, I was going to turn it off real fast. But that should be fine. So yeah, we've got all of this, and you'll be able to see all of this take shape. And what it is, it's my giant, you know, like, it's going to be sort of a fortress slash keep. It's going to be really cool. You know what? I'm going to take a pretty good Quakey Pro. Let's get the sun sort of behind it. I like the sunlight streaming through it, even though it's just all the scaffolding and like, oh god, oh, that scared the shit out of me. Cancel. Okay, nice. I didn't want it to like inadvertently spill cords or some shit. But anyway, okay. SNES 3D graphics. Yeah, something like that. But just imagine all of this is going to be like filled in. And then there are going to be rooms in here, you know, like this. Like in here, it's all solid save for like bits of the lava cast where it didn't fill in properly. Like there's, you know, an entranceway up in here. And then there's a staircase. This is really just to get up to the top right now. But like, yeah, I'm going to make it all closed in and just interesting. You know what I mean? Here's the outermost wall of the keep. You'll be able to walk along it. Stuff like that. There's really not much to say about it. It's just... Is the Constantium seed public? I think so, but... like an actual construction project. A little bit. Like how I build this. Made frame first. Yeah. I wanted to have some sort of like... means of showing something. Yeah, there's no 118.8 terrain finder yet. Yeah, that's how it is for now. But yeah, I'm just sort of interested to see how all of this pans out. I like it a lot. So yeah. And in fact, this is really kind of like the most I can show you without getting too crazy. Takes from the shot. Close. Okay. Yeah. So that's that. A riddle wrapped in a mystery. All right. Well, I will see you all tomorrow for Alien Isolation. I almost said the wrong thing. Oh boy, Freeform Friday. Another week peels away before we know it. My oh my. Well, at any rate, guys, thank you all so much for coming out and watching. I appreciate it so much. I'd like to ask you all to give me a like, comment down below. You know, thank you for giving me a moment of your time. Follow me on Twitter and TikTok and all that stuff. Join our Discord as well. And I will see you all for Alien Isolation tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Bye.